Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I am Andy O'Reilly. That is Dave Cackley. It is a Tuesday. It feels like a Monday. It's a Tuesday here, and we are off and ready to lay some news on you. We'll inform you. We'll entertain you. We will bring you the world from a perspective that only two incredible, somewhat adult-like individuals can. What?
I just said broadcast legends.
Well, that'll do, too. Never really stopped and thought of it that way, but you would be correct there. Nice tan. Look at me today.
Look at you, yeah. I noticed the lines have pretty much gone from your sunglasses.
Oh,
got a little raccoon thing going on, but
see, they're there.
Not too bad. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I like them.
All right.
I don't. Oh, there's that. Don't want that. I had an Apple update pop up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, weird. So we're good there.
Good weekend, though?
Good. Not a bad weekend. Yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. My brother came out from Omaha, Nebraska. I hadn't seen him since his daughter's wedding last summer, so that was cool.
That's nice.
And a lot of burgers, a lot of brats, a couple of Miller Lights.
Very nice.
Solid, relaxing weekend. I needed a 3-day respite. It was good.
We had a couple of steak dinners. We spent some time with the grandkids. That was nice. Did a little television.
Yeah.
See, because I'm not just strapped to one TV station. I get to go to multiple.
You go everywhere.
That's what can I do? I'm in demand.
Heavily in demand. Yes.
So did a little of that. Did a little of this. Did a little parade walking. Just saying.
Champagning and campaigning.
No champagning.
No champagning.
Don't do that.
All right.
But yeah. So that's kind of that's what we did. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Today I've got a story to shoot. Got a city council meeting to have.
Yeah.
And coming up this Saturday will be Roosevelt Park Day.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we got a bunch of food trucks coming in. We got some entertainment coming in. We got bounce houses for kids. We got a petting zoo. We've got arts and crafts. We've got vendors. We've got it's a hodgepodge of fun is what it is.
A cornucopia of entertainment.
A cornucopia of family fun.
There you go.
All good stuff. So
absolutely.
A busy week ahead. Why don't you do something amazing here?
Regale you with the news?
Would you please?
I'll regale you right now.
I'm waiting to be regaled.
All right. Hurricane Irma has strengthened to a Category 4 storm as it approaches the Caribbean. It has maximum sustained winds of 130 miles per hour. It's expected to hit the islands early this week and may reach Florida by the weekend. They're already battening down the hatches in Florida, getting ready for that. So,
saw some pictures, and things like water and supply already sold out.
Yeah, this could get ugly.
And then you got fires out west.
Right.
You got the Texas mess going on.
Mm-hmm.
You got Florida possibly going to get hit. Dude, this ain't good.
And if that's not enough, North Korea has reportedly been moving its intercontinental ballistic missiles to the west coast of the country. According to the Asia Business Daily, the North is moving the rocket at night to avoid detection. South Korea's defense ministry said that Pyongyang appears to be planning a future launch. So we got hurricanes, we've got fires, and we've got a potential nuclear holocaust. So,
oh my God.
Little something for everybody.
It's crazy, man. It's just...
It's like we're living inside of a movie. This, and we don't know how it's going to end.
Well,
insanity.
Pray.
All right, the U.S. Attorney General's office has issued warrants. In fact, I believe they've charged now 18 suspects accused of conspiring to distribute cocaine and heroin in Michigan. During the investigation, federal, state, and local authorities seized more than 30 kilos of heroin and cocaine and a large, several pounds of marijuana and $1 million in cash. There were also 3 handguns and an assault rifle on scene. According to the police, the drugs were brought into Grand Rapids and Benton Harbor from California. So,
wow,
major.
I got a question for you, honestly.
Yeah.
Is it 1979? What's with the cocaine?
Yeah, I thought that was the 80s. That was the 80s. Everybody was coked up in the 80s.
I honestly, I've only seen cocaine in person one time in my entire life. How about you?
The first time I saw it, I was in college, and my next door neighbor snorted it off a toilet seat at Bourbon Street in the restroom there at in Kalamazoo. There's a bar, Bourbon Street, that everybody went to.
Talking about.
And then the second time, I was dating a girl. This was early 2000s.
Yeah.
And she opened up what was like an encyclopedia, and it was cut out on the inside. It was a mound
Really?
of coke. I'm talking, I don't know what the street value of this stuff was. It was ridiculous. That was when I discovered she had a bit of a habit. Now, you would have thought I would have put two and two together when she'd spend days vacuuming the same room, literally for 2 days, and then she'd sleep for 3 days. I didn't know. Okay. Naive Dave.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Ever tried it?
Live and learn,
Did you ever try it yourself?
No, good Lord, no.
No? Neither have I.
Terrified.
I've never, and I would be, I'd be completely open if I ever did try it. It's one thing I've never messed around with.
Scary stuff.
Very scary stuff.
Just say no, kids.
That's right.
Nancy Reagan taught me that.
Sage advice for any generation. It doesn't work.
No.
But it's sage
advice. At least we tell them.
That's right.
So it's out of our hands now. You've been given the information.
Thank you, Dave.
Finally, hundreds of people from Muskegon and surrounding communities took part in the West Michigan United Labor Day Parade on Monday downtown. The parade brought out families, friends, hundreds of union workers. Festivities lasted over an hour with spectators venturing to Hackley Park for music, food, and family activities. Andy O'Reilly, a big part of that.
I was.
How was your experience?
Well, all right. I think I have to work on my parading.
Why?
All right, so I'm walking with the Democrat group.
Well,
fair enough. And,
91st representative.
Well, yeah, I'm running for the State House, and I got Dr. Rob Davidson is there, who's running for the U.S. Congress. And we had some other, Terry Sabo was there, which was nice to run into Terry and talk to him again. And, all these other, there's other people. And we start the walk at 11 o'clock. All right, time to go, let's go. And so I'm keeping right up, and I'm walking along, and I have some kids and grandkids there. So we're trying to make sure that the grandkids are all in line. So we're doing a good job with that, and they're passing out candy, and everything's going great. Well, then campaign manager comes along, and she says, "Make sure you're shaking some hands."
Right.
Okay.
That's part of the deal.
Hands. So I'm already doing my thing, which is being as polite and talking to people as I can along the parade route. So I fall a little bit behind. She comes along and she says, "Shake some hands." So I fall a little bit more behind. So now I'm about 3 parade entries behind in the parade thing, actually shaking hands and talking to people, and I almost get run over at the turnabout there on Western Avenue. Some guy in a van with a float full of people behind him or something, so I almost get run over there. And we make the turn, and I'm going around the corner, and she's like, she grabs my empty bucket of candy, she runs ahead, fills up the bucket, comes back. I'm shaking hands, handing out candy, and now I'm 4 back. We come by the announcer at the main corner, and he's like, "Oh, look, here comes more Andy O'Reilly supporters." And it's me. So, so I need to be faster.
A little quicker.
If somebody wants to shake hands, I'm going to stop and talk.
Right.
Because that's what you do. You're polite, right?
But the conversations can't be long. Somebody really quick. Glad to meet you. Thank you. Glad to meet you. Thank you. Glad to meet you. Give me your baby.
I know, it just doesn't seem very genuine.
Yeah, that's part of being a politician, man.
Well, but I gotta be me, man. I can't just, I see people doing it like that.
You know what you should do? Make it like at the end of a Little League game, Good game. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
Everybody.
Let's do that.
It was weird. And then you got both sides of the street.
Right.
So you don't know who to, which side to pay attention. I don't know, man. I think what I need to do for parades, and honestly I think, to kind of up my game, and up the impression, I think I need to call a Pope and see if I can borrow that Pope mobile.
Do the Pope wave.
Well, not the Pope wave, but I could get the Pope mobile. That way,
that isolates yourself from the people. You can't do that. You're a man of the people. Yeah, but it just
ups your game. It makes you look bad. Oh. It's like, whoa, look at him. He's in that plexiglass thing.
No, you got to wade into the crowd. You got to come in and you got to grab hands like this. That's what you do. You wade in, you grab hands like this, grab hands. Yeah, it's the dual. That way you can that allows you to physically touch more people.
I got to practice at parades.
Yeah, it's just there should be something on YouTube you can look up to figure out how to shake people's hands.
Or maybe I could just have you come out and you could sit on a corner and I could walk by you repeatedly and
just shake my hand.
Yeah,
do the firm handshake. The Joe Biden was really good at the firm handshake and grasping the elbow. Handshake on, and then the elbow. The human the human contact is very, very important when running for office. So just keep that in mind.
Right, and I got to work on my speed.
Yes. Well, that's what Becky Bashotti is helping you out with. That's why you're working out.
Yeah, she's trying. I can honestly say that, she asked me how I did on, staying in the groove over the weekend, and I said you'd cuss me out if you knew what my weekend was like.
Why, were you late night snacking again?
There were a variety of things I probably could have done better at.
Yeah. Too many brats?
Didn't have any brats.
No? Any burgers?
Stuck with steaks.
Steaks?
Did have one hamburger.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, it could have been a better weekend when it comes to health and wellness.
Well, you'll make up for it this week.
Yes, I will.
Turn into that skid, straighten yourself out.
Oh, hey, before you get into sports, I did have a topic of conversation a couple of times over the weekend, and I think and we've talked about this before, but I want to get your impression on this.
All right.
The tide's starting to turn about your favorite sport, football.
What?
People think that within 10 years, it'll be gone.
They're idiots. Seriously, that's the idea that football would be gone in 10 years is dumb, just based on the South. Worst case scenario, I mean, boxing isn't gone, and boxing's a joke. The NFL
boxing doesn't have the concussion rate that football does.
Football is the passion of the country. At worst, it would become more regionalized. The NFL is a license to make money.
Well, I'm just saying.
I would bet any money. I would bet I would bet all the money I will ever make for the rest of my life against anything anybody wants to put up. That football is around not just in 10 years, but 20 and 30 years down the road.
All right. Well,
the idea
I'm just saying that's the prevailing wind out this way.
People are ridiculous. It's not just because I love the sport. It's because they've been very proactive as far as getting the concussions down, showing kids how to tackle, limiting head contact. It's a much safer sport than it was 20, 30, 40 years ago. It's more safe. It's a safer sport than it was 5 years ago.
Sure.
So the idea that it would be gone is really dumb. It's just dumb. Anyway, whatever. Sports. Speaking of football, Michigan and Michigan State, both big winners over the weekend. Sparty hammers Bowling Green 35-10. Michigan scores 20 unanswered in the second half to beat Florida 33-17. Baseball yesterday, playing out the string are the Tigers. They fall to Kansas City 7-6. Cubs lose big. They fall to Pittsburgh 12-0. And former Tiger J.D. Martinez ties a major league record with the Arizona Cardinals, 4 home runs in a game.
Wow.
Amazing feat. Of course, the Lions getting ready for the Arizona football Cardinals. They kick off the NFL season on Sunday. Of course, the NFL gets underway Thursday night, New England and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's sports.
Enjoy your final few years of football.
Whatever.
That's all I have to say. Take it easy, Dave.
See ya.